I'm Dr. Cynthia Wolf, and this video provides an executive summary and course design overview on the Project Management in a Nonprofit Sector course. I will share a course description, summary of the learning theories applied to the course design, examples of artifacts to illustrate applied learning theories, and a look at the course design elements. This course provides an introduction to some fundamentals of project management to support individuals who manage community projects for nonprofit organizations. The capstone assignment is the creation of a project plan checklist, which is a template that can be used to facilitate effective project management as part of the initial project planning process. Nonprofits have critical strategic missions that require projects to get the work done. They typically must do this work with limited resources, including money, time, and volunteers. Nonprofits and their work impact communities, but without the right training or understanding of how project planning can enhance collaboration, ownership, and results, projects can fall short or fail entirely. In this course, we will focus on planning a project and reporting to stakeholders. Learners will gain an understanding of basic project management principles and use this information to build a project plan checklist template that can help their project stay on track. Enabling objectives support the terminal objectives in the course by breaking down the learning into smaller, more manageable steps. Here, I've identified how Bloom's taxonomy is applied to the enabling objectives. It is assumed that learners have prior experience working on projects with nonprofit organizations, which may include sponsoring, leading, or working as a team or committee member. However, all learners are welcome, and there's a list of links in the syllabus to prepare individuals who are new to working on projects. Module 1 begins with an overview, and we discuss the advantages to having a plan based on our experience working in nonprofit projects. In Module 2, learners continue with fundamentals of project management and create a template that becomes their project plan checklist. Module 3 continues with project concepts, and the learners add questions to their checklist for 12 of the 15 elements that they may need to ask their boards or committees as they begin to plan their project. In Module 4, the remaining 3 elements are discussed and the checklist is completed. Learners discuss risks and finishing projects successfully. Constructivism asserts that learners construct their own learning and knowledge and are not passive. As the learner experiences his world and reflects on those experiences, he builds knowledge and incorporates new information into his pre-existing knowledge or schema. Content in the course builds on the learner's prior experience, and the takeaway is that project planning will make a difference. Learners are actively creating something, and the course is based on real-world experiences. Constructivist learning theory's sample artifacts include readings that answer the why and the project plan checklist, which the learner creates in Google Sheets. The learner enhances the template by adding the types of questions that will yield good information for planning. Cognitive refers to the collaboration of thinking, knowing, remembering, understanding, and problem solving. Cognitivism focuses on what is taking place in the mind as learning occurs. In this course, learning builds on prior experiences and understanding. Information is arranged logically as well as visually and divided into modules with headers on each page. Discussions encourage group learning and inquiry. I've chosen 2 artifacts here that illustrate cognitivism theory principles used in the course. The project support discussion is an opportunity for learners to consider their own experience and discuss with peers. Readings are organized using question-answer format and encourage reflection. Andragogy refers to adult learning. The course is designed for adults and addresses a problem that learners have. The output of the course is a template that learners can use as a tool for planning projects. Additional study resources are included to extend learning, such as a link to a separate RISE course on the project charter, the document from which the checklist is built. The summative assessment, the project plan checklist, is built over 3 modules and is a reusable template that can be used immediately in learner projects. The course uses a real-world scenario with Grant Nonprofit, a fictional nonprofit planning an annual fundraising dinner. Grant Nonprofit will be using a checklist for the very first time and discovering the types of questions that will help in planning this event. Let's look at the main course design elements. The main course image of raised hands indicates the volunteerism theme. Some images support the topics, such as idea, plan, action, and together, while others show volunteers from various backgrounds engaging with their communities. Images are either indicated as decorative or have alt text where applicable. Rainbow colors chosen for the color palette are bright and contrast with the white pages. A course logo and a Grant Nonprofit logo were created using the same color palette. The 4 modules are organized logically, and the home page has quick links to each module. The Start Here Course Essentials page has an intro video, and the syllabus has its own page and a walkthrough video. Page icons direct the eye to important sections, and an embedded rubric is included in the final assessment. The instructor bio page includes contact information and by visual learning resume video. Each module has an overdue and to-do list, as well as wrap-up pages, links to technical support resources, and instructor help links. Course documents are displayed inline and are downloadable, and videos are closed captions. Sources are identified throughout the course, and resources include supplemental readings and a RISE course, as well as links to applications that help in project planning or execution. The course closes with a course completion certificate and a survey. One of the keys to getting a community project done is making sure that the project is purposeful and organized. This course models the same theme of purpose and organization. Learning theory is used to support how the course was designed, with activities and assessments, and the course design elements were carefully chosen. Developing this course has been a project in itself, and project management, design theory, and learning theory fundamentals help to indicate and deliver its content. If you have any questions about this course or my decision rationales, please reach out.